And Game 3 will be Friday night at State Farm Arena. And if you have not heard, State Farm Arena has expanded to full seating capacity for the playoffs, which makes now the best time to lock in your season ticket membership for the 2021-22 season. A Hawks membership is the only way to guarantee playoff ticket access. So if you want the best seats at the best price with the best benefits, act now, because this is a limited inventory release. To learn more, go to hawks.com/membership. What a great start to this series Sunday night. Really set the tone for what appears to be a great, potentially as much as 2 weeks of basketball between these two teams who are so evenly matched coming into the series, both of them with the exact same record in the regular season. Knicks won all 3 meetings with the Hawks in the regular season. That is no longer a storyline after the Hawks got the Game 1 win Sunday night. Let's take a look back at how it all went down. Sunday night, the Hawks and Knicks opened their series at a raucous Madison Square Garden, which was hosting its first NBA playoff game in the better part of a decade. It was the Hawks' first playoff game in 4 years, and the first one ever for many, if not most, of the Hawks' key players. But the Hawks were ready for the moment, and at times dominated in the first half.
Trey up on the right side against Derrick Rose. Now Trae Young backs out with it, goes behind the pick by John. Now he goes alley-oop. John Collins catches and jams. Johnny Collins gets his first 2, and the Hawks lead by 7 now.
The Hawks had control of the game for the first quarter and into the second.
Tony out there against Rose this time, goes in the middle. Kevin Huerter. Kevin dribbling left. Kevin drives to the basket, lays it up and in, and he got fouled on the play. Count that basket. He went right by Gibson like he was a statue. And the Hawks lead 30-23.
The lead got stretched to 9 when Tony Snell hit this second quarter 3.
In the middle to Clint Capella, head of the key. Now Clint hands it out to Kevin Huerter. Kevin back in the corner. Tony Snell. Three-pointer by Tony is good. Tony Snell, he shot 57% during the regular season, and he knocks one down now. His first basket of the night. 34-25. Hawks lead.
Later in the quarter, Bogdan Bogdanovic again stretched the lead to 9.
And now here comes Bogey Bogdanovic. Bogey stops, pops, three-pointer, bang! Bogey Bogdanovic knocks it home, and the Hawks lead now 41-32.
But in the third quarter, the Knicks made their push and got the lead on this Reggie Bullock jumper.
Garrett gets it up ahead on the left wing this time, where they get it back outside to Bullock, who fakes and drives. Bullock, a foul line jumper, is good. And the Knicks take the lead by 2 for the first time tonight, by a point, 56-55.
The lead changed hands a few times in the third, and there were also a couple of ties.
Burke starts to dribble left, now goes head of the key, fakes, fires in the corner. Rose, three-pointer, good. Derrick Rose hits a wide-open 3, and that ties the game at 66.
The Knicks started to string together baskets as the third quarter went along.
In the middle, Randall, head of the key. Randall with 8. Now Randall, foul line jumper is good. Julius Randall has 11, and the Knicks lead by 2 for the first time tonight, 68-66.
And New York managed to open the lead up to 7 late in the third before Lou Williams got the Hawks back into the game. That set the stage for a dramatic fourth quarter that included more than a few clutch baskets for Alec Burks.
Dribbling on the baseline. It'll be Burks. Burks brings it back out. Turnaround foul line jumper is good. A tough shot by Burks. Burks has 16. Hawks trailing by 3 again, 88-85.
But the Hawks did not go away and regained the lead midway through a back-and-forth fourth quarter.
Trae behind the pick. Trae drive. Trae behind his back. Out to DeAndre Hunter for a 3. Bang! DeAndre Hunter just knocked down a 3. And the Hawks have taken a 4-point lead, 97-93.
Back came the Knicks to score 5 points in a row before Trae Young responded with this play.
Now Trae Young has it in the middle. Trae drives. Trae goes right through. Floater is good, and he got fouled on the play. Count the basket. Trae gets the floater to fall, and the Hawks lead 99-98.
Then, with the Hawks down by 3 in the final minute, the game-winning sequence started with a Bogdan Bogdanovic 3.
Hawks down by 3. Trae drives. Trae goes all the way through. He gets the pass to Bogey. Bogey lets fly with the 3, and he makes it. Bogey Bogdanovic, a tough 3 from the corner. We're tied at 103. 54 seconds remaining.
The Knicks managed to tie the game at 105, but left the Hawks with the ball and plenty of time for a final possession.
Kevin Huerter's going to put it in play. Oh, they just... they knocked over John Collins. Now Trae has it with 6. Trae with 5. Trae dribbling, driving, floater. It's around the rim and in. Trae Young scores with 9/10 of a second left. And the Hawks have taken the lead. 107-105. 9/10 of a second to go. Trae just said shush to the crowd in New York. And he gives the ice. He gives the ice thing. 107-105. Hawks on top by 2. 9/10 of a second remaining. Trey got the floater to fall. How about that?
New York was left with a low percentage opportunity at the buzzer, and the Hawks opened the series with a victory.
Final score, the Hawks 107 and the Knicks 105.
Trae Young describes his game-winning basket.
For me, it was just try to find a way to get open, get the ball. John was going to come set a screen for me, and then he lost his shoe, and just kind of waved him off because I didn't want anything to get up there and get messy. And so just had to go make a play, and told my team in the huddle I was going to go make a play too. So it was just happened like that.
Nate McMillan says his team came through in the clutch.
We made big plays down the stretch. We made big shots. We got stops when we needed to. And, I thought these guys showed poise, going down the stretch in a building for the first time with a lot of energy.
Lou Williams says the Hawks' young core did not back down in the big moments.
Nobody looked shocked. Nobody looked like the moment was too big. What a hell of a place to have your debut, right? Madison Square Garden. The first time the fans were in the building, obviously they were really excited to be back. It felt good. It's no better place to have your debut than Madison Square Garden.
Listening back to Trae's game winner, which, by the way, is the first time since that Game 5 against Washington in 2015 where the Hawks made a game-winning shot in a playoff game within the final 2 seconds. Trae said shush to the crowd. We have since learned that Trae said a little more than shush to the crowd, but we also know the crowd was saying much more than have a nice day to Trae Young through that game, which quite honestly has become a storyline in this series, which we can get into later, but that is what you expect at Madison Square Garden. It's just a great night of basketball. The Hawks coming out on top despite trailing by 7 with less than a minute to play in the third quarter. And in fact, R.J. Barrett had a three-pointer in the air that could have made it a 10-point game, but Lou Williams really saved the Hawks. He scored 7 unanswered all by himself to tie it, and then we know what Trae did. He had the game winner, 32 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. Bogdanovich, 18 points, 4 of 9 from 3. You have the game-tying 3 with 50 seconds to play. Now, one of the areas of concern for the Hawks was the bench scoring, 64-31 in favor of the Knicks. Should be noted, though, the Knicks bench did play heavy minutes in relation to the Hawks bench, but Alec Burks had 27 points. That's something the Hawks are not going to want to have repeat itself tonight. Julius Randle, though, was held to just 15 points on 6 of 23 shooting. The Hawks would be more than glad if that repeated itself tonight. Experience Fast Break Wi-Fi with Xfinity XFi. Stream your Hawks all season long on every in-home device, no matter where you watch. This is beyond Wi-Fi. This is XFi. Xfinity, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks. We'll have our Knicks scouting report coming up right after this on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Everybody knows Ford trucks are tough, but did you know the all-new 2021 F-150 is the toughest F-150 ever and the perfect place to get a little work done before tip-off? With an available interior work service, you put the truck in park, the available stowable shifter goes down, and a flat surface opens up. Bam! Now you're in your office. Innovations like this make F-Series America's best-selling truck 44 years straight. Check out the all-new 2021 F-150 at buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2020 CY total sales.
Welcome to the future of